can you tell me a little bit about like on a typical day these days? What's your workout looks like? What do you do? What are the parts involved?
Sure. It may sound crazy, but I work out for like 6 to 8 hours a day. um, so once I get up, first thing I do is like I try to meditate a bit, pray, just give thanks to the higher power up there. After that, I walk around.
Hmm.
I walk around for like 5 10 minutes, and then I do climbing. I usually go for the hardest parts, the hardest things first. So I climb because I used to be the laziest climber ever, man.
Right.
So I try to do the rings first, and then I do the climbing rope, and then the ladder. After that, I just feel like I got to win, so I check that off my list, and then I
Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of my podcast. Uh, I have my buddy Carlito coming back. Hi Carlito, welcome back.
Hi guys, hi Channa. It's cool to be back again.
Yeah,
Morning,
so
everyone.
yeah, good morning because we are doing it quite early today.
Yeah, yeah. Cool, cool.
So Carlito, what have you been doing uh, all this time? What you been up to?
Past I think it's been like 3 or 4 months. I think since we last talked, 3 months. I've just been working out a lot, meditating some. I've added the guitar to my to my regimen, so that's cool. I've been playing guitar again. Doing lots of other things too. Added more yoga. I've been running now instead of walking, running inside the house. But yeah, basically.
Yeah, it's it's good that you have actually space to do it, no, to run and work out because you cannot really go
Yeah,
out, right?
yeah,
I'm
yeah. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I mean, trying to put out some miles, so I try to walk, but it's not easy because you cannot go very far. Uh,
Yeah, I get you, man.
I just want to ask you first. Remember this picture that I posted for this episode, the one I
Yeah, yeah,
choose
yeah.
from you. I mean, as soon as I saw the picture, I said, "Oh wow, this is really cool photo. I think we should use this for the episode." What is the T-shirt
Thanks.
says? Immune of fear, right?
Immune to fear. It's actually a Jeff Hardy shirt.
Right.
It was his motto before back in 2009 or 10. I think they came here and they had a wrestling show here, and that's where I got that shirt. It really stands for so much, not just for like wrestling fans, but it could apply to everyone in general. Like being, because especially now during these times where fear is so prevalent, like you just gotta get that mindset on to be immune to that anxiety, that fear that just drives everyone crazy.
Mm,
So yeah, I wore it while working out just to push myself a bit more. I do
right.
that a lot. Like I get motivation from not just from myself, but from my heroes, and I just try to find anything that could help me go further. So yeah, I actually have
Yeah.
the shirt beside me right now.
Yeah. It's a cool shirt actually. Wow. Yeah, that's a so cool shirt. And then you actually have all the. This is what do you call this? The two hoops. The that you're doing the push-ups, or what do you call that? Hello.
Hello, hello. Am I clear?
Yeah.
Hi,
Yes.
sorry. So I was talking about the rings. Sorry,
Yeah.
I don't know my phone. Actually, right beside the internet right now, so check right here. Anyway, they like a pull-up bar, but they're pretty much unstable because they're shaky. They just hang from the rafters, and like a pull-up bar which is like welded to the wall.
Right.
So yeah, Olympic rings. Yeah,
Yeah,
there.
so this is like the one the gymnast use, right, in Olympics?
Yeah. That's where they do handstands on. They do muscle ups on that. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I try to do it every day, just a few minutes, and it's my like warm up. I'm gonna do it right after this. Maybe yeah later.
Yeah. Carlito, I think your video is stuck.
Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, right. There. Is it good?
Yeah, so I know you posted a lot of these virtual runs. So which virtual runs did you complete last month?
Oh wow, I think I have like three or four. There was at something from takbo.ph. I think two. I did
Hmm.
two Survivor and the one for World Vision.
World Vision, yeah.
Go runs. Yeah. I think there was like a 200K and a 50K. Go runs not active that much, so nothing there. Virtual Race PH has a Spartan challenge, so I did that. That was like 300K or something.
Yeah.
And yeah, I finished the Star Wars virtual runs too. I joined the 40K and the 5K. That one's in Singapore. So, and I think I did yeah, I think that's about it. Oh, speaking of virtual runs, I got the medal for a marathon.
Oh
Here,
wow.
the
Is it complete
hoping you
now?
could join too.
Is it
Yeah,
complete?
this is from my first one. Yeah, it is. It's from the first one. You got like states here, four states, and if you look closely, they got like the Golden Gate Bridge, that Mississippi River, and all that.
Mm,
So I'm hoping you could join, man. It's pretty cool. They don't have a cutoff time. It's just pretty long. No, it's really long. 3,521 miles.
right.
So that's like 5,000 kilometers, but it's worth it. And they have the best Facebook group ever,
Mm,
where people just motivate each other. Like if you see my posts, if you see your posts, about people just getting after it, that's what you see there every day, and no one's like dissing each other, and everyone's just helping pull each other up. From all races, everyone from all over the world, people
mm.
from Japan and all that. It's the American challenge. So yeah, I'm doing that right now with my mom. But I finished my leg, so it's her leg. This is my second time to do that marathon.
Mm. Yeah, I should try it out. I actually checked when you sent me the link. I will probably join that. So there's no cutoff for that, right? You can do it whatever, right?
Yeah, some people take 5 years, but it's okay. What matters is you finish. You do your best and you finish. And some people could also they also include bike laps
Mm.
and swimming laps. But I think swimming laps would take like I don't know, a decade. It's hard to swim for. Yeah, but yeah,
You can convert also swimming and other things also, right? To the
biking.
challenge.
Yeah, just not car laps. But yeah, biking and swimming.
So, Kalita, can you tell me a little bit about like on a typical day these days? What's your workout looks like? What do you do? What are the parts involved?
Sure. It may sound crazy, but I work out for like 6 to 8 hours a day. um, so once I get up, first thing I do is like I try to meditate a bit, pray, just give thanks to the higher power up there. After that, I walk around.
Mm,
I walk around for like 5-10 minutes, and then I do climbing. I usually go for the hardest parts, the hardest things first. So I climb because I used to be the laziest climber ever, man.
right.
So I try to do the rings first, and then I do the climbing rope, and then the ladder. After that, I just feel like I got to win, so I check that off my list, and then oh wait, I think my video. Wait, all right, I'm back. All right. So after I do the climbing ropes and the rings and the rope ladder, I do the trampolines. So
Mm,
I do that for like 10 or 20 minutes, maybe less, maybe around 10 minutes. And then I have these dumbbells which were made by the people at the construction site. They took it home for me.
mm.
So they're like really light, but I do high reps on those. And that's like my second workout. After that, I like grab a drink. I only eat like once a day or twice a day. But I drink a lot. I drink a lot. Sometimes it's milk, soy milk. Sometimes it's yeah, actually it's sometimes coconut water. So yeah, after I hit the trampoline, I that's when I do the hardest part of my workout, the circuits. I go. You've seen pictures of my gym. I go there. I stay there for like 2 or 3 hours.
Mm.
Um, I do everything there from the jump rope to the skip rope to the wall climb to the boxing stuff, the bags and all that. This weight set there. I got that weight set as part of a meet and greet thing because you had to buy something really expensive to get meet and greet tickets.
Right.
I think that was for Han for my birthday,
Yes.
and you gotta. So I thought, man, maybe I should just buy something that would really help me in the long run. Aside from getting that chance to watch Han and then say hi to them and
Yeah.
thank you, I got that and it still hasn't failed me. It's been a couple of months, like 6 months, 8 months now, and I use it almost every day. So after that, after I hit the weights and the circuits for like 2 hours, I go to the garage and that's when I do some parkour. I sprint with my parachute. I don't know, man. I have a parachute. I don't know why I even bought one, but it's been a big help now. And I do vaults. I jump on the railings and all that. And then after that, I rest a bit. I get a nap, like an hour, whatever sleep I could get in that hour. And then that's when I do my cardio. I run around the, I run around the living room. I run around the living room, sometimes front yard, backyard, and I just try to hit 10 miles. Once I get 10 miles, I rest again. I go for dinner, and that's like around 8 p.m.
Mm.
already.
Right.
So yeah, after dinner, I try to walk until I hit 20K. So yeah, after 20K, I just tone down. I go to the other room. I have another room there on the near the backyard. That's where I have my deadlifts in. So
Mm.
I just do the deadlifts and I do like a circuit, just one circuit, and then I sometimes maybe I walk the slack line. It's like a rope which
Mm.
you could walk on for balance. And after that, I go do yoga for like 10, 20 minutes, sometimes 30 if I feel like it. And then I play the guitar, like some chords, just
Mm.
strumming and all that. And then I meditate and then I try to sleep. So that's a typical day. That's a typical day for me now. Yeah.
Wow. So it's
Yeah,
like what,
I know, right?
18 hours, 16 hours?
My watch registers it as 6 hours to 8 hours of working out, but sometimes, including the rest, it takes like 10 hours. So yeah.
Mm. So, Kalita, you talk about climbing. Did you do climbing actual mountains?
Yeah, yeah.
What did you climb?
Rocks, man, rocks. It's one of the reasons why I love life a lot.
Mm.
Like I can't let go because one time back in 2010, which was crazy because I just had an appendectomy a few months before, like 3 months before.
Mm.
This just goes to show how stubborn I am. I was climbing this rock face in Batangas. If you heard of Pico del Oro Resort,
Yeah.
there's like a mountain behind that called Pico del Oro. That was the original Pico del Oro.
Mm.
And I was climbing this rock face, and then I slipped. I slipped, and in those few seconds, in that split second that I slipped, in that split second that I slipped, I thought I was a goner, man, because it was like a 600-foot drop, and luckily I landed on the ledge.
Mm.
Like I was like 5 inches away from the entire cliff. So I ended up instead of falling 600 feet, I fell like 15 to 20 feet. So I thought once I slipped, once my grip gave out, I thought I was dead. And I said, okay, I guess it's time. And then I found out a few seconds later I was conscious and I was still alive.
Mm.
I only got a sprain. So after that, I dedicated myself to like climbing a lot more because I kind of got traumatized from my grip giving out. So yeah, I tried climbing every week, sometimes every other day, but it hasn't been as frequent as now, and which I climb like every single day, sometimes twice a day. So
Mm.
yeah, that made me appreciate life more because I thought I was dead that day. Yeah.
Yeah, you remember that there was this guy from France who was here in the Philippines. I think he stayed in
Yeah, dude.
IM Hotel actually. The guy who climbs
Ah,
the
yeah,
building.
yeah, Alan Jubain. Yeah,
Yeah,
that dude. I wanted to meet him, man. I was thinking of going to jail where he was, the jail where he was incarcerated in, but I didn't
yeah.
make it in time. So,
Yeah, he was staying in IM Hotel, but I wasn't able to catch him. I thought I will be able to. I went there, but he wasn't. I wasn't able to meet him. I think he climbed that one of the towers in Makati. I think you got stuck again. Yeah, you're back.
yeah, wait. I just texted you. I'll try to sort this thing out. I don't know what's up with my Zoom microphone. Can't see a thing though. Hmm. Back to meeting. Oh, here, there. Sorry. I don't know.
Yeah,
Uh,
it's okay. So, yeah, you sent me this. You did this wrestling podcast, right?
oh yeah, yeah, with the mayor from PWR. Yeah, that was
Yeah,
fun.
I think I see. I always see him in the wrestling events, right? He's a
Yeah,
regular
yeah,
guy.
yeah, yeah. He's a nice dude. The mayor. That was something else. We had talking stuffed toys in there.
So, what did you talk about on that?
Wow, that was a crazy episode. It was fun though. We talked about a lot of things, mostly wrestling based. Uh, you know, I was surprised that we had to talk about a lot about the local wrestling scene, which I mean, I'm familiar with the MWF and PWR, but when it came to the other groups like Art of War, I kind of got lost there. But it
Hmm.
was cool. And we also talked about random stuff like cartoons from the 80s. And yeah, I could hang with a couple of those topics too. But there were some that I just lost it. So, I just got lost in, but it was cool. It was cool. So, yeah.
Yeah, one thing I saw in that you were talking about NU 107, right?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. We talked about that a lot too. Turns out the mayor was a big fan.
Right.
Um, during the NU 107 reunion, I think he was the only guy who commented more than I did. during that thing. So I think that's how he noticed me because he knew me from wrestling, but from being a wrestling fan, and I think seeing that I was also an NU107 fan, that gave him the idea to get me on. So yeah.
Yeah, I was watching some YouTube on the local music scene, and then they showed this video that the last day of like the last hour or the last when they were shutting down NU 107, the
Yeah,
last song they played was Eraserheads, right?
yeah, El Bimbo. Yeah, I was there. I was there. That was a really sad night.
So you were there with the crowd,
Yeah, I was there like from 3 or 4 p.m. I even got them a
right?
cake of naked men. So yeah, yeah. I'm friends with some of the DJs. That's why I used to hang there a lot. And you?
Right. Um, Kalita, were you able to see Eraserheads live?
Yeah. Actually, the first concert I ever saw was an Eraserheads concert back in 1997.
Right.
So yeah, I've seen them a couple of times. I've been to like their mall shows. So yeah, yeah.
That's so cool because I think the last time they got reunited was maybe like 5 6 years ago, right? One show they did
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah, the one in Araneta.
yeah
So
yeah just
yeah,
one
no,
of
no,
the
the one in BGC. Sorry, it was the open field. Yeah, I was there. It was cool too. They turned out to do a live album.
mm. Yeah, actually I was these days because there's no shows to go, so I've been kind of going through the Planet CD and buying stuff. So
Yeah, yeah,
you know,
yeah, yeah.
and I see a lot of local stuff now. There's a lot of local CDs in Planet CD.
Wow, wow. I should check that out. I should check that out.
Yeah, I think there's I don't know it's a trend or what, but I see people are actually looking for more Eraserheads, Barbie, River Maya. They're asking for that, and people are actually selling a lot of local CDs.
Nice. Yeah.
I actually ordered a full set of like maybe like 10 CDs of River Maya. One guy was selling this, so I actually bought that.
Awesome, awesome, man. River Maya's awesome, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because I'm actually going to have Nathan on the podcast from
yeah.
River
Yeah.
Maya. So
Stoked for that, man. Can't wait to hear that.
yeah. So what else did you? So you said you started playing like guitar. What sort of guitar do you have?
I just have an acoustic guitar. I've been
Right.
strumming. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Just chords and stuff.
That's nice.
It's really calming. It's like I do it like before or after yoga. It's a good combination.
Yeah, because I did this podcast with my friend JC, who is a yoga teacher. He's my yoga teacher actually now.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, yeah.
he,
I saw
he
that.
he keeps on saying that actually music is yoga and yoga is music because it's all vibration. So although we see it as two different things, it's actually the same thing.
That's an awesome outlook. Very true, man. Honestly, it is a very true thing.
Yeah. And then I, I was so I was so I always see the Facebook posts you put on all these interactions you have on Twitter with all these artists. So
Oh yeah, yeah.
can you tell me a little bit about few of them?
All right, sure, man. Like how it started and all that.
Yeah, and maybe few of the interesting ones that you got, like
Okay,
comments
cool,
and
cool.
stuff.
Yeah, sure. Well, we used to go to a lot of meet and greets, right? So that kind of bummed me out that we can't get to the meet and greets. I really, miss seeing my heroes. So I thought the next best thing would be like saying hi to them online since
Mm,
everything's online now. And whenever like when we used to go to meet and greets and we'd see artists and we'd be wearing their merch. I remembered how much they like it, whenever they'd see their CDs or their shirts, like I got this, it's disaster on, and
mm,
they just light up, no, and it'd be like I felt like I was giving it back to them too. So I thought yeah, since I get motivation from them for since I wear their clothes or whenever I train or like do something that helps me push further, I thought I'd give it back to them and show him. And if I got a reply, it'd be awesome. If I didn't, then at least they know that I said thanks. So yeah, that's how it is. That's how it started. It started actually here with Calisto.
Mm.
So after I got that from Kalisa, I said, "Whoa, people see these things. They see these things," and
Right.
I thought that I try everyone I could. Same thing with CDs and the bands. Whenever I listen to the music, I thought I'd just let them know and just say thank you that it helps me. Their music, their shows or whatever got me through a lot, and I just say thank you and also I'd wish them well. And so far it's been cool. The most insane thing I got was a retweet from Hulk Hogan,
Oh.
which is like pretty insane because I just posted this figure of his. This one, yeah,
Yeah, actually,
and
I had that also back home. I think it's still there. That one.
awesome, awesome. Yeah, yeah, it's a nice one. My dad got this to me. Gave this to me a few years ago, like 20 years ago, and it was you know, and and the crazy thing about it is until now, I still get views from that on Twitter since Hulk Hogan retweeted. I think it's up to like 49,000 or 50,000 views. I'm
Wow.
getting likes from people I don't know, man. Like people from Puerto Rico and people from Africa. It's okay, man. It's okay. So yeah, and I figured too that that's when I found out too about Cameo.
Mm.
So it's like Twitter, but it's more direct the celebs to your heroes actually, not celebs, but to your heroes. But the thing with Cameo is they don't always reply to, but it's okay, it's okay. As long as you can say thank you, it's a big deal. I got a cameo from Jake the Snake Roberts this morning. It was one of the first things I saw when I woke up, and it was pretty moving, man. It was pretty moving. Here, Jake the Snake.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's actually his story itself is so inspiring, right? How he got
yeah, dude.
through. Now I mean he's really now he's a AEW manager now, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's I'm happy for him, man. AEW is cool. So
Yeah.
I'm happy for him. I'm happy for DDP too. DDP's there too. I think he's wrestling there too. So, yeah.
Yeah, because Jake, there's a movie. I think I don't know if you saw the movie Resurrection of Jake the Snake Robert.
I've seen parts of it. It was pretty intense. He was doing cocaine in the movie, right?
Yeah, but he got out of everything, huh? Addiction and then physical
Yeah,
pain and everything. And
yeah, dude. He talks about that in the cameo. I really hope you could see it after. Pretty cool. Pretty cool.
yeah, and then I want to ask you about this guy.
Oh shoot, yeah, Bret Hart. Yeah. It's awesome, man.
You,
Awesome experience.
you got a message from him, right?
Yeah, dude. Bret Hart's wow, he's been my childhood hero. Like up there, like Bret Hart, Stone Cold, Rock, Hogan. So yeah, getting one from Bret Hart was insane. Um, whenever I hit them up, sometimes I ask them for motivation for the tough times. They have any input which I could
Mm,
like replay which I could like play when I feel down.
right.
So yeah, hearing Bret Hart give me some motivation. It's pretty cool, and it's also for other people too if they could get that message. And it's not just my heart surgery, but whatever other people are going through with their lives, if they could just put it there too, and you know, maybe if it could help them push further too in their life with whatever they're going through, motivate them. Yeah.
Yeah, and I also like the message from Kurt Angle. Huh?
Yeah, dude. Kurt Angle. That was cool. And Ken Shamrock and Tony Hawk. Actually, Tony Hawk. I found out about cameo from Tony Hawk. So yeah.
Yeah, Tony Hawk is yeah. You guys, can you believe that guy is like I think 50 plus now, Tony Hawk, but he
Yeah,
still looks
yeah,
like a 18-year-old, right?
yeah. And he talks like an 18-year-old too. He's like one of those Southern Californian kids who never grew up. Awesome stuff, dude. Awesome, awesome guy.
Yeah. Carlito, I also saw you started cataloging all your magazines, the pro wrestling magazines, and
Oh yeah, yeah. Some of those things, the magazines, action figures. I couldn't catalog everything because there's just like a lot. But I did what I could. Yeah, but yeah,
but it's it's
that was awesome.
it's really a good feeling, right, when you open the old magazine and you can see the old ads and like things that
Yeah,
in the 80s and 90s, right?
yeah, they're like time capsules, man. Time
Mm.
capsules from the 80s and 90s. I even found a Playboy from 1981. That's
Yeah.
crazy, dude.
Yeah, I actually have a magazine of, I think it's not Playboy, but that type of like pinup magazine. I think it's
Yeah,
from
yeah.
1956.
Oh my,
Yeah, I think
man.
I have it
That,
somewhere. It's some I found it like in a flea market thing, and it's it's like very conservative, but it's like naked
yeah,
but
yeah,
very conservative.
yeah. Unlike the stuff we have now. Do you have a photo? Could you post it
Yeah,
soon?
yeah, I will
I
look
was,
for it. I don't know where I put it. I think in one of the yeah, and then
yeah, man.
the pro
Run.
wrestling magazine. I like the pro wrestling magazine. I always buy when I go to Singapore because here you cannot really buy it, that one,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Um,
yeah.
the latest one is I really like the latest cover. Did you see it with Charlotte Fair?
No, no, no. I haven't seen that. I'll
She,
Google it later.
yeah, because I think she was doing like a lot of photo shoots and stuff, and then she's really looks amazing.
Yeah. Did you see her photos with the pillows? That was pretty insane, man. But yeah,
Yeah.
Charlotte's nice. I ran into her once. That was crazy, but she was nice. She was with Andrade,
Mm.
so they were just walking along Ortigas. But yeah, it was
She's
cool.
yeah, she's really the queen, right? In
Yeah.
wrestling.
hmm But I think she's injured now. But yeah, Charlotte's awesome.
Yeah, and then this I saw a photo of Becky Lynch because Becky Lynch actually left the WWE for the pregnancy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and she's kind of looks very different. Huh? She looks like a mom now.
Is that like how recent? How recent was that photo?
Sorry.
How recent was it? I haven't seen her recently. That's
Probably
like
like last week. I saw a photo of
oh,
Facebook.
cool, cool.
She
That's
was
awesome.
doing,
That's awesome.
yeah, and she was doing like a event or something, some TV show or something.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's cool. That's cool, man. I'll search that later.
Yeah. You pointed out to me the latest Joe Rogan podcast with Joko, right? I started
Yeah.
watching it.
Oh
Um,
man.
that's amazing conversation, huh?
Yeah. That was so fun to watch. I usually watch podcasts while walking or sometimes jogging.
Yeah.
Um, awesome conversation between Joko and Joe Rogan. So so much knowledge between those two guys. Yeah.
Yeah. So, Carlito, what did you felt when they announced that Undertaker is retiring?
Dude, I felt bummed out. Felt really bummed out
This,
because oh man, that's so cool.
yeah,
That's so cool. Yeah, I kind of I felt really bummed out once I found out that he was hanging the boots. Yeah, I couldn't see. I lost my enthusiasm. Here's my Undertaker figure.
oh, cool.
Been a few years. I actually have a pretty cool Undertaker story. My cousin and I checked into Crown Plaza when they wrestled here back in 2006,
Yes.
and that was so awesome. Back before we had really cool camera phones, so you couldn't get a good picture. But one time, that night, the night after the show, there's this bar in Crown Plaza, and my cousin and I walked in.
Mm.
And once you got inside, the first thing we saw, man, the first thing we saw was in that across the room, in that corner was Undertaker drinking a bottle of San Miguel Pilsen.
Mm.
He was just there in the corner. He wasn't hanging out with the wrestlers. Once you look to the side, you'd see The Miz and Matt Hardy playing billiards. You'd see other wrestlers talking, but Undertaker was just there sitting. And
Mm.
he was like staring at us. He was staring at everyone, just holding a beer. He still had that hat, and he still had a trench coat on. That was October, I think, 2006, uh, in Crown Plaza. So that's my Undertaker story, and a lot of people still don't believe when I say that. And when I tell them that I saw Undertaker drink beer, but yeah, I didn't say hi because I didn't want to disturb his privacy. But that was the craziest thing I saw from Taker. That he still is the Undertaker outside the ring. So
Mm.
yeah.
Yeah, he's. I really like when he was. Which era of Undertaker did you like? I really like the era when he was American Badass. Actually.
That was cool. I like all the eras, maybe except that time when he was a bad guy. He tried to sacrifice Stephanie McMahon. But other than that, I have been a fan of all his incarnations. American Badass is awesome.
Mm.
He came into to Kid Rock, right?
No,
American Badass. It seems.
it's Limp Bizkit rolling.
Oh yeah, Roland. Oh yeah, right. I got it mixed up. And then there was a time when he also had that. Yeah, that was crazy. American Badass days. He had that big bike and all that. That was
Yeah,
awesome, dude.
I think that's what inspired Chris Spencer to do the bike thing, right?
Oh yeah. Back in oh yeah, when that big match he had. Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember. That's awesome. Undertaker's like from Texas now, and I saw pictures of him like
Mm.
joining fun runs before this pandemic happened. Like he was just joining fun runs, and he was just like talking to people. Seems like really approachable, really nice. So yeah, that's cool. Cool to see
Yeah.
that.
It's
And I'm happy for him. I think he could rest now.
yeah. I mean, we don't realize that these guys are actually getting old, right? Quite old already.
Yeah, dude. And just the pain of getting slammed and hit. I mean, it's not a full hit, but a hit. It's still a hit, and it must hurt a lot. So yeah.
Yeah, because I mean he doesn't he always play on the like that most top game, right? It's always the
Yeah.
most brutal match. He doesn't have like a normal match. It's always brutal, right? So
They're like almost always brutal unless they're squash matches. They kind of hurt a lot. We got cages and we got all these weapons. So yeah.
yeah. So Carlito, these days, these 3 months or whatever that period this we are going through, what while working out by yourself mostly, and what did you find out about yourself? Did you discover any of your strengths or any of your weaknesses?
Yeah. Strength. Wow. What I discovered, what I learned about myself the most, man, is I I didn't know that I could keep this up, dude. I didn't know that I could keep this up. Like I know I always knew that I could work out daily, but not like 8 to 10 hours a day, which is
Mm,
kind of cathartic too. Because I believe like we're like sponges for all the negativity in this world that we
yeah.
see, social media and other people. And the best way I think I believe for me to get all of those out is to working out because you sweat it all out. And once you're there, once you're bare, once you're exhausted, once you're heaving, that's when you find out who you really are. It could not necessarily be like just push-ups or anything, but it'd be anything that pushes the mind and the
Mm,
heart at the same time in the body. So that's what I found out about myself, that I could keep it up daily for extended periods of time, and I didn't know that. I thought I was just for like short bursts for like a month, a week, and all that. But keeping it up, and keeping it up. That's what surprised me, man. As for weaknesses, well, uh, I don't know. Sometimes I still get bummed out, But I just try to meditate it away. I try to just focus. I try to talk to people. Since my mom's here, my pets are they're a big help, man. And I think that's inescapable because we're people, man. We kind of feel bummed out sometimes. We miss the old days, you know. Like I'd get a text like, "Hey, China, what's the next gig?" And then I miss those days, man. And I miss watching pro wrestling, PWR, and all that.
Yeah.
But yeah, we can't do anything about that. But we can control ourselves, so might as well make the best of what we've got, man. Situation, we can control ourselves. So yeah.
Yeah. At least we should be grateful that we are still alive, and then
Yeah,
we can
dude.
survive this,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. That's the thing. That's the thing.
Because
It's
there's a lot
spreading
of
out a lot longer. Oh,
yeah.
sorry.
No, I mean, I
No,
was
it's
saying
spreading
that
out a
a lot
lot.
of people are going through, like, a lot of hardship because of the
Yeah,
quarantine, with the financial hardship, and then they're
yeah,
having. So
yeah,
we are at least, uh, the only thing we cannot do is we cannot go out, but at least we have food in our
yeah,
tables,
dude.
and then so we should be very grateful, right?
Yeah, yeah. Exactly, exactly. I usually try to visualize other situations, like at least we aren't getting bombed. At
Mm,
least there aren't people lucky because in World War II, I read a book back in World War II. People just knock on your house, and that be the once they get you, that be the last time they would see you. It could be like Japanese soldiers, Gestapo,
mm,
but at least you don't have that here. Now we just stay inside. We could go out, but let's just be cautious and we're gonna be safe. So yeah, these are tough times, but they aren't the toughest times. So we just gotta be tougher than the tougher times.
mm,
That makes sense. But yeah,
yeah. So
all on the head, I
Carlito,
guess.
you I think you saw that the so finally Slipknot actually have dates for their show, Manila show, right?
Yeah, dude. I really hope it pulls through, man. Next year, January,
Yeah.
pulls through. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Hopefully, man. I would love to see them live, man. I think a
Yeah.
lot of us do it.
Yeah, actually, I was going through my meet and greet photos recently, and then I was actually questioning, with this COVID and everything, is meet and greets going to happen in the future, or it's done thing? It will not happen anymore.
Um, I would like. Oh, oh, I would like to say yes, dude. I would like to say that they're still gonna happen, but it will take time, a lot of time. People have to get over this fear.
Mm,
At the very least, we could have something like what happened during Tiny Moving Parts
mm,
when we couldn't get photos, but they just signed stuff.
right.
We couldn't shake their hands, but they'd sign stuff and we'd be able to talk to them from a certain distance. But that I think that would be the most for now, because I don't see that. I think it'd be silly if everyone wore hazmat suits
Mm,
during gigs. I saw that post. I think that would work because those things are hot, man. It'd be
yeah.
like hot for us, and it'd be really uncomfortable for the artists because it'd be like so weird. So I think maybe in time, not
Yeah.
soon, but in time.
Remember that I think the first gig that we really experienced this COVID situation is in the Nervosa, right? Nervosa
Yeah,
show, when they said
yeah,
there's no meet and greet, but at the
yeah,
end we actually met them, right?
yeah. Because it was much safer back then. But yeah, that was pretty harsh when we found out that we couldn't that the meet and greet was canceled. But yeah, at least Nervosa found they found a way. So yeah.
Mm, yeah. So Carlito, so what are you looking forward to rest of 2020?
Well, man, like everyone else, I just hope things get better. Hope all the crazy subsides. People stop getting sick,
Mm,
stop dying. That's what I hope for. Eventually, hopefully the gigs will come back, but I don't think it'll come back this year. Gigs and the pro wrestling shows and the runs, dude. I really miss the runs. I miss the runs like crazy, man. I don't care if we get like an hour's of, worth of sleep,
Hmm.
but I miss the runs. Yeah, I know my mom misses the runs. I know you miss the runs.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, that's what I hope for, man. Things to get better slowly, slowly. Because if people rush things, it'll just get worse. So I hope things get better slowly, but I hope it comes sooner than later.
Yeah. So for now, we will have to just stick with the virtual runs, right?
Yeah, virtual runs, YouTube, Twitter, Cameo, sometimes Instagram. Yeah, all those.
Right.
Well, hey, we can't complain. We at least we have life in us. So that means we got hope.
Yeah. So Carlito, anybody you want to shout out to, Carlito?
Yeah, sure. Everyone listen out there. All the people who follow Channa, thank you. He's done a great deal for all of us. All the people who love music, all the people who love wrestling. So thank you for supporting him. Thanks to also to all the metal royalties people and all our friends. I talk to you guys a lot. If not via text through Facebook, and it
Hmm.
really helps me a lot too. Like talking to you, Dennis, Mike,
Mike.
Mark. Yeah, even Ate Joanne, dude. She's a big help, man. So I want to thank her too, dude. If she ever sees this, and yeah. Thank you to everyone. That's all we got, man. Gratitude and respect. Gratitude and respect. Even for people who are mean to us, yeah, we got just respect for them and forgiveness. But yeah. Oh
Yeah.
shoot! One
So
last thing, dude.
yeah.
You wanna see my action figure collection?
Yes. Yes.
I'm right beside it, so I thought I'd give you guys a look. I did this for Mayor, so here's my pro wrestling stuff.
Wow.
Okay, here's my Ninja Turtle stuff. I arranged them in such a way that they look like they appear like as if they're fighting.
Right.
Here's my Marvel comic stuff, like the action figures,
Yeah.
and here's the other things. Here are my comic books, but they're just there. I'm too lazy to catalog them, and I'll also show you my albums, my records. So here,
Wow. That's so cool.
uh, so these are all the unsigned stuff. The signed stuff are like in a box
Hmm.
somewhere. So yeah. Oh, one last thing. I didn't show this in Mayor, but here are all my medals and all that. So if keeps me motivated. So
Right.
I got like a huge cabinet of these. This is my sticker wall too. So yeah, just thought I'd share. So yeah.
Yeah. That's so cool, Carlito. So thanks, Carlito. I really enjoyed this talking to you today.
Me too,
So
man. I miss talking to you too, especially in the gigs.
yeah, keep strong, and then hopefully we can meet in person very soon.
Yeah. Same to you, brother.
See you.
Stay safe. Bye. Thank you.
Bye.